few weeks ago, I put out a video all about why female facial hair is considered taboo, and of course it all has to do with how facial hair is one of the most eye-catching signals of masculinity. But in a very cis-centered way, I completely ignored how this is an issue for trans women as well, not just to maintain aesthetic beauty standards, but also to avoid harassment, physical violence, and even murder, as a number of transgender commenters graciously pointed out. Luke Drummond once said, "Trans ladies also get facial hair, and when they choose to keep their beards or not shave, they can be victims of abuse, hate speech, and general transphobia far more than ladies who shave, whether because they're conforming to cis-normative ideals or their hair gives them dysphoria." I understand that there isn't a lot of studies on trans women, especially in regard to facial hair, but it's super important to understand that trans women get facial hair too and suffer unique harassment because of their facial hair intersecting with their trans and femme statuses. JG once said, "Trans women also deal with this issue of facial hair. When our facial hair is even the slightest bit visible, we risk verbal assaults and possible physical violence. So I feel this." Agape for 2015 said, "Yeah, try being trans. I've got a full beard I have to shave every morning." Ali Doic 23 said, "As a trans woman, I feel this. I can't wait until I can afford laser." For cis women with relatively dense facial hair who worry about the appearance of stubble, a trick we use is to smear some coral lipstick under our foundation as it masks the blue tones of the hair. Tolvo1 commented, "I'm a trans woman and it's a struggle. I actually don't get dysphoria from having facial hair and like the look, but just for my own safety so I'm not murdered, I've been considering having my facial hair medically removed. I wish facial hair on women, cis or trans, was acceptable." Me too, Tolvo1. And that process is something that Juliette Jacques wrote about over at The Guardian, saying, quote, "The male feature causing the most discomfort physically and psychologically was my facial hair. In order to even attempt to pass, I had to shave twice a day before plastering my sore skin with foundation to cover any shadow, with predictable results for my complexion." Jacques went on to describe the extremely painful laser treatments that she had to undergo in order to completely remove her facial hair, which, on the bright side, as the process continued, she felt more and more comfortable in her skin than she ever had before, because she was finally losing that primary signifier of maleness. And to be honest, all of this has made me look at my facial hair in a totally different light. And you know what? I'm not taking my lady stash for granted.